The Rusal-owned Bauxite Company of Guyana Incorporated, BCGI, earlier this month fired 326 workers and suspended its operations in Region 10. During a visit to Aroaima in Region 10 at the weekend, the workers told the newsroom that they are frustrated with the company. They said Rusal fires workers every time they try to negotiate wage increase or ask for better working conditions.
Rusal don't want to pay Guyanese workers no money at all. Right now we are being paid under the government minimum wage. And we are working 12 hours a day. Let me tell you something. These people don't care nothing about Guyanese. They don't care nothing about Guyanese. Rusal should pack up and leave. Let the next company come. Because they are doing nothing for us. Let them go. They send them machines away, let them go behind it.
Working with this company now for actually going on to 8 years. 8 years. And it's not 8 years, it's not 8 days. I made the sacrifice to come away and leave my family to come up the site to make an honest earning. And because of working with Rusal, I've been so heartbroken to know that our laws, our sovereignty has been violated. It's hurting, it's painful.
Because Rusal has been operating here for some years now, and to this date, the residents, also the workers, can testify that they haven't gained much. Other than us workers working here to earn, I would say, a chicken feed type salary, we have gained nothing, no development whatsoever.
Well, the conditions is very poor. I would say deplorable. They are being underpaid, they are being exploited, they are not being rewarded according to their labor. They work you from 6 in the morning to 6 in the night. Even if the contractor bus that picks you up is late, you are not being compensated for that time. If you reach to your destination at, let's say, 8 in the night or 10 in the night, you still have to wake up for 6 in the morning and you're not being compensated. The conditions under which every single worker carry out his duties here is far below the required standard.
The sacked workers were joined by residents of the surrounding communities who are also affected by the operations of the company.
Rusal must go! Rusal must go! Rusal must go! Rusal must go!
The Russian-owned company has been engaged in a decade-long feud with the Guyana Bauxite and General Workers Union over wage increases. Rusal operates at Aroaima Region 10 in close proximity to Laddernsville, a community which was started by bauxite workers at the riverfront, Mapletown, where families of Rusal workers live, and another village called Hururu, an Amerindian settlement on the other side of the upper Berbice River. Chairman of Laddernsville, Victor Kirsting, explained that when Rusal took over the operations of BCGI, they worked the Aroaima pit and then moved to Kurubuku. To access Kurubuku, Rusal built another road to their mine, avoiding the community of Laddernsville and thereby taking away economic activity from the community. He believes that Rusal should also leave and make way for another investor to take over the company. Kirsting, who worked in the industry, explained to the newsroom that there is sufficient ore left for another company to take over the operations.
And so they have about 18 million tons of ore remaining in that Kurubuku pit, based on my estimate. And then we have the Kukrit deposit, which is about 15 kilometers northeast of this location. And that has probably another 25 million tons of ore. And you have the Bada deposit going towards the Aichuni Creek that has about 20 million tons of ore. And if you go east towards the Quarantine, there's the Quarantine deposit as well. They have all those concessions.
The residents of Hururu also share the same sentiment. Rusal's mine at Kurubuku is on the Amerindian reservation, for which the company pays $3.3 million annually to the village council. However, the community has to pay the bauxite company $1.6 million for electricity, which is not feasible. Deputy Tushao of Hururu, Leon Osborne, told the newsroom that Rusal entered into an agreement to maintain the Kurubuku road but has failed to do so in years.
It is very dangerous because the company has a contract with us signed to maintain our road to a full standard, up standard the road, keep the road to a standard whereby we could be free access to it, but poor maintenance and not complying to the contract that they said, upholding the rules and the contract that they signed. This is the condition we have here with the road. So I take this opportunity to share it around and who has to contribute to it, whereby we could get assistance here.
The Kurubuku Road is used by students to travel to the Kokwani Secondary School, but the driver of the school bus is refusing to ply the route due to its disrepair. Since Rusal suspended operations earlier this month, the fired workers have blocked the Berbice River, preventing 2 loaded barges from leaving the site. The workers have set up a camp at the riverside, guarding the makeshift blockade across the river. The bauxite mines at Aroaima were previously operated by the Aluminum Company of America, ALCO, and later handed over to the operation of its Canadian associate, Alcan. The mining operations in Region 10 was later taken over by the government, followed by Reynolds Metals of Richmond, before it fell into the hands of Rusal. Bibi Katun, reporting for the newsroom.